The start of COVID stopped the sporting world. Athletes were forced to improvise and adapt in order to play the games they love.
Well, we're supposed to be like 12 feet apart, supposed to be. We're also supposed to wear masks, of course. Otherwise, yeah, that's the main two things.
For the first part of the season, we couldn't even be in the locker room together, so it was just meeting outside of the field with our masks on. The only time we could take the mask off is if we were running. It even got to the point where we could only have 5 people per practice, and you still had to wear a mask. So it was just really interesting. And then after soccer practice, you just go right back to your house or apartment. So
Player safety was a top priority as the sporting world restarted, with many new precautions being put into place in order to ensure athlete safety.
Season, just obviously trying to, create kind of like a bubble for ourselves, not, going out to too many crowded areas, staying away from people that, may have some sort of symptoms or not feeling well. And then obviously we have testing like 3 or 4 times a week.
In order to continue personal development, some athletes took the task of getting better into their own hands.
For the most part, it's on us because we can't meet up as a team that often. Like, me, I work at a gym. Like, I'm there every day. Like, every day, it's getting my stuff done. And it's one of those things where it's like, I need to get this done. It's like part of my routine.
And for some teams, the biggest impact of the pandemic was the revenue they lost by not having a season.
It impacts rodeo even harder. And if you have to limit the number of fans that you have in there, well, you're not making enough money to help pay for the rodeo contestants. And they need to make an earning, and they need to make a living.
And even with all the negatives COVID-19 brought about, athletes were able to still find positives in the tough times.
Because of COVID, I pretty much had to train all by myself in the summer and stuff. And I sat down myself. I had to figure out what I needed to work on, what I wanted to get better at, what I needed. I kind of just set like a plan for myself. And honestly, I feel like because of COVID, I was able to work on the little things. Although I was able to, every day I was training, I was working on the little things, and those are the things that are actually really important when you're playing stuff.
Reporting for COVID-19 Athletics, I'm Lofton Lechner.